clarification, I think it's more directed at the officer. The 4-hour maximum stay in the parks, I was under the impression that that was no longer being applied. Could somebody confirm?
No, it's still part of the process of our, I don't know, they might, can you hear? In terms of our proposal at the moment, covers a 4-hour restriction. We have identified in the previous report that there are a significant number of people using certain car parks, like here for example, who sail and would find it very difficult. And they're very early in making their views known in terms of this causes a difficulty in that they're weather dependent, tide dependent, and sometimes, irrespective of their ability to canoe or sail, they can't be exact in their times of return. So that's respected, but the current proposal is for the other car parks to have 4 hours, and we have had a lot of response on that aspect.
Thank you for that. Any other questions for clarification? Okay, then I would ask Fraser Ely to take the table, please.
Councillors, residents, sportsmen and sportswomen. These car parks are the last remaining access points to the sea for local people. They are the only remaining places where local people can go, where they can park and get to the water. There are no other places. Okay? Now, I represent the Canoe Club here, but I also would like to speak out on behalf of the many different sports clubs and boating clubs who have had very little voice in this consultation. These parks, these car parks, Whitecliffe Park, Hamworthy Park, they are used by many different community groups and sporting groups. This is where the real grassroots sporting activity goes on. This is where the coaches are out every week with the junior team, taking the juniors out on the water. This is where the week by week activity goes on that keeps the people of Poole fit and healthy and active. Now, I know at Whitecliffe there are football clubs, there are cricket clubs, very regularly go on, as Bob was saying. At Hamworthy Park, their activities go on. There's a lot of windsurfing there. There may not be organised teams because there isn't an organised pitch. But there is a football pitch there. There are events that go on in the summer. There are regattas, sailing regattas. The same at Lake Pier. At Lake Pier, the Canoe Club, we run a major race, a kayak race around the harbour every year. We've been doing this for years and years now. And there are many other groups, both commercial groups and voluntary groups, who do all this. Now, there is a cost to ill health. There's a cost to the lack of exercise. And that cost enormously outweighs the 28,000 we've just been talking about as potential income. We're meant to be encouraging people to get out there. And I know that the Canoe Club, we're doing our bit. We're regularly getting new people out, introducing people. I know many other clubs do the same. And we do that without any help or pushing from the council. We're just out there doing it as a grassroots activity. If you penalise the coaches, the volunteers, who come out every week, if you load costs onto them, which is what you're proposing, that makes it very hard for the voluntary groups to function. The costs are overwhelmingly against the proposal in this case. Now, next year, it's the European Maritime Day. This is a fabulous event for Poole. Councillors, you should rightly be proud to have landed this one. Poole is going to represent the whole of the UK. Surely you cannot restrict access to the sea for local people at the same time. That would be unthinkable. This is a time when you can inspire your officers, show them a sense of vision. It's not all austerity and cuts. There are ways forward. There are people you can work with to improve the health and well-being of the people of the borough. Thank you.
Questions or clarification? Okay. Then we have Ward Councillor Bagwell, who wishes to speak.
Thank you, Chair. Can everybody hear me? Firstly, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for doing my work for me. Thank you. I pride myself on being an active, community-minded councillor for my residents. I can confirm 100% that the subject of parking charges has caused absolute outrage. 3 parks in my area are used by the local community and borough residents who enjoy taking the children for exercise and activities to 2 of these parks, Lake Pier and Hamworthy Park, which have many activities, as you've heard. Ham Common Car Park is used by many people to enjoy the stunning views over the harbour and walks through the common down to the beach. Who are we as the council to penalise the park users with cars? In a generation that is dominated by technology, surely we should be encouraging more use of our public open spaces by young and old alike. It seems that we as a council don't want visitors to our parks and our town. If we still had held area meetings, the public would have had the opportunity to express their opinions wholeheartedly. Instead of leaving, the only option is to do petitions now. And that's me finished.